What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers, don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way.
Round 2 at the Boatworks. We're back just to get a little bit of damage fixed up. We'll tell you a bit more about that one later. But the guys are looking after us for the moment. Up on the hard stand, we're going to be up here for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. But she'll be good to go once it's all done. And yeah, still nerve-wracking, eh?
Yeah, don't like seeing my home come out of the water.
No, it's scary. Anyway, these guys are professionals, they know what they're doing. In one of our earlier episodes, we hauled out at the Boatworks for the first time to anti-foul and complete a few jobs before heading off on our first season as full-time cruisers. When we initially contacted Boatworks, I expressed my apprehension at hauling Excelsior out on the trailer, but was reassured it was perfectly fine for our type of vessel. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case and some minor damage occurred, which I'll get into later in this episode.
So the kids are doing their schoolwork.
Yeah.
Crushing it, bros?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good job. I've done a little bit of my work and 5 loads of washing. This is a really handy space. We're in here, got aircon, little kitchenette, telly, and yeah.
We got Sarah in the ankle weld today, doing some cleaning. We just pulled the chain out. We got 110 meters of chain, which is just intense. Look at that. And it was just absolutely putrid in the ankle weld. Sarah's actually in there at the moment with the wet vac, trying to clean it. There. For the record, that little thing there has been the best thing we've ever bought. There you go, it gives you an idea of how big the anchor locker is. Are you touching the end? There you go, she's not even touching. And she's 6 foot tall, so. It's a pretty big anchor locker.
It's back on. Anchor well's nice and clean, beautifully stacked. Good to go for the next season. You missed the spot.
You having a win there, love?
It's really hot.
It is hot, isn't it? Burns your hand. And then your shoulders get sore from holding it up. Little tag team. Anti-foul prep, although we've done the prep. Where we sort of had a few scuff marks down the gel coat. We gave the boat a bit of refresh in up Elizabeth Island, so Brody and I the other day sanded it all back, faired it off, took it back to gel coat and glass. So when you do that, you've actually got to put this product called Interprotect on, which is a two-part paint. It's essentially just a barrier coat between the fiberglass and the anti-foul. It's an epoxy primer. So primed up all that, the white spots, and then we got a bit of Primacon just on all of our dodgy patches. Yeah, it's amazing, that stuff. It's really good. Actually, it goes on anything. So aluminium. So for us, we put it on the stern drives as well as the Trilux 33, which is an anti-foul full metal. So yeah, we've done all the prep, taped off, and now we're just going to go along. Because we only did it, 6 months ago? We've anti-fouled 6 months ago. We've got 2 coats on there, which are actually in quite good nick apart from all the scuff marks. We're only going to give it 1 coat today. And that's 3 coats in 6 months. Like that's pretty good. That should last us at least 2 years if we look after it. And
No more reef bashing.
I don't bash in the reef again, so yeah, that's it. I love this part because once, I mean, I hate antifouling, but once you've done it, you take the tape off, it looks so sexy.
Having fun?
Oh, see that? There lost some sunnies in the antifoul.
Like a panther.
Oh, this job sucks. Almost there though. How you going? You done the inside?
Nearly.
Yeah. Oh, it's the worst job.
It
No
is.
other painting do you have to push as hard as this.
Yeah, my hands are buggered.
My forearm cramped before. My hand was doing this and I couldn't move it. I'm like, ah! It was like an alien trying to attack me. Oh, smooth as silk.
Should give her a new lease on life. Half a knot quicker at least.
Half a knot quicker. Good luck catching us now. That's such a satisfying feeling, isn't it? Yeah.
The last bit.
Yep.
Go!
Boom. Dishes are done. Good job, love.
Nice one, man. You did more than me.
It's crazy. I can't feel my arms. Imagine how good she's going to look once we polish it too. What you doing, love?
Put the wax on. Buff it off again.
You've got it all over your nose.
I had to push my phone.
That's alright. Giving Excelsior a little bit more love now. So we asked Pete, the painter over there, what he recommended for the best polish. Apparently this stuff here, profile liquid compound, so it's just a cut and a polish. We've hit it on with the buffer machine, wiped it off, and now Sarah's just giving it a big old wax on, and we're going to wait till it dries and then we'll wax off. That sounds naughty. Working hard. It is so hot. So hot today. Had some ripper storms lately, so that the humidity is just through the roof. We'll get this side done and then we'll move under the boat, go and work in the shade for the middle of the day. Look at the difference. Look at that. Just cloudy, chalky paint. And you wait till you see what that looks like once it's finished. It'll be unbelievable. Well, you get a bit of an idea there. That's chalky as shit, and then you come around here and it's all purdy. It's looking pretty good. We've been going now since 7 o'clock this morning. It's now 5:45. 11 hours, and we're actually still not even finished. Arms can barely move. Sarah's still going though. Bloody trooper.
It's a big job.
It's a massive job. I forgot how big this boat was.
It's better than anti-fouling though.
It is better than anti-fouling. The painter, Peter, has fed back the sugar scoops. You can see there, it was just damage. Heaps of damage from every time someone came in the dinghy. Here you go. Every time someone came in the dinghy, they just absolutely bashed the shit out of the boat. So that was what I was fiberglassing. They had fiberglass these bumper stops, and they've got them back in the yard being painted and all that good stuff. And we'll put them on tomorrow. But yeah, look at that. That's just from however many years of dinghy abuse, just bashing into the rails. We're really looking forward to that getting done. The windscreen's out. The new one was finished this afternoon. So yeah, it's all coming along pretty well. We're just exhausted. We don't work hard anymore, so when we do, we like to whinge about it. And I've had a fair crack at whinging this afternoon, so I feel good. But this is the side that we've finished. That's all nice and shiny. We put 2 layers of wax on it just to try and bead off that salt water and you know, hopefully we can push it out to another 6-7 months to a year before we have to actually do a full polish and wax again. You can see where we had to stop. There's a perfect line right there. That's where we haven't waxed past because Pete's still painting. Once he's finished that tomorrow, we'll finish the backside off. Big job. 50-foot boat, well, 48-foot boat, 2 sides. You end up polishing 100-foot of boat plus the bridge deck. It's yeah, big job, but God, it'll be worth it in the end when she's all shiny and pretty. Look at this bloody trooper. It just doesn't stop. I'll keep her. Excelsior has a very unique bridge deck, and as such is difficult to spread the load evenly when being lifted from the underside. As you can see in this clip, when going down the ramp, rocking from side to side actually caused a torsion twist, which then cracked the fiberglass pillars either side of the port windscreen and put a large crack right through the middle of the glass, which is only 1 year old. After a bit of very uncomfortable toing and froing with the younger yard manager about whether the Boatworks would help us with the repair, the general manager Shane stepped in and offered to completely cover the cost of the repair and looked after us from there on out. Thanks again, Shane. We really appreciate the way you handled this situation. So that's the final coat, isn't it?
Not sure.
Possibly. Looking pretty good. That's that fixed tech?
Fixed tech, this is the fixed tech slow. Gives me a bit of time to work with the job. The good thing is when it's slow I can get 100% adhesion.
Yeah.
The fast is good. It's more a construction adhesive, but in some applications the fast is good, but I prefer the slow when have to put a part on the job and then work with the part to adapt to the job.
Yep.
We don't need a real lot of sealer, just need enough to hold it there so they can be taken off and replaced at a later date.
And the best way to take that off once it's stuck like that, sealed? Is there
Basically,
a bit of a trick to it?
A heat gun to warm the fiberglass part up.
Yep.
Soften the sealant as much as you can without burning the job.
Yep.
And then get a scraper underneath it and try and ease it off.
Just lift it without scratching our new paint.
Exactly. No, scratch it, I can do it again. No, that's the way.
I think now that we've had it all painted and looking schmick, we'll be babying it.
So
I won't leave one on our boat.
We'll just do a sealant wipe around that later this afternoon or tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And that's it.
Beauty.
Job done.
While we were on the hard stand, I made the most of the time and added a brand new solar array above the davits, giving us an extra 550 watts of pure Victron power. Yeah, how good is it when a plan comes together? Look at that, unbelievable. So to give you a rundown, we've got 2 uprights, 32mm stainless steel tubing, just on rail clamps here, which the boys at Choice Stainless at the Boatworks knocked up for me. Looks pretty bloody good. And to secure it, it was a bit tricky because of the tubing. It's really hard to find anything to secure it, especially the panels with the square edge on them. So what we did was put 80mm 4mm flat strap alley just on the back here, which we've bolted through to each panel, and then put the Sea Dog bull clamps, I don't think they're called Sea Dog bull clamps, Sea Dog rail clamps on there. Really sturdy, absolutely sturdy as anything. It's not going to go anywhere. So, and we've sort of kept it light, which is what we're after, especially with the weight on the davits. From what I've been told, these davits can handle about 300 kilos each. The dinghy comes in at about 200, so the panels all up. The panels with the frame, I think, are another 30 or 40 kilos, so we're well and truly under. Just got to be cautious of it, but yeah, look at that. Of the 3 panels, which brings the grand total now to 1.2 kilowatts, which is just fantastic. How you going, gents? Nearly finished? Oh, it's looking good. Danny and Alex from Multi Marine at Coomera. Done a bloody sensational job of these repairs. I don't think I could have even done it better myself. Nothing from the boys. With the repairs all finished and our boat jobs done, it was time to splash Excelsior once again. A good practice when the boat has been out of the water for any period of time is to check all the through holes and bolts for water leaks while still slung. So if there is any water ingress, the response is quick and you're out of the water again to make any adjustments necessary.
What about the bathroom?
That's a good seal. Okay, I'll just check in here real quick. No, all the through holes for the bathrooms are in here.
Yep.
So these are the only three.
about the other side?
Well, these are the only three that we actually worked on. We'll go and check. We have to check the other side. It'd be silly not to check. Dry as a bone. That's always good. Shut up, smart ass. Yeah.
It's dry as a bone. It's always good.
Yep, all dry. Good to go.
Chachi's room, do we need to check
we'll just
that?
have a quick sticky beak. All dry.
Good.
Alright, let's go and see if we can get the engines going. Oh, we're not sinking.
Oh, beautiful sign.
It's good.
No extra water on board?
Nah, none that we don't want anyway. Kick these in the guts. Massive thank you goes out to Danny and Alex from Multi Marine for an outstanding job. And the yardies at the Boatworks, in particular Micah, for looking after us so well and getting us back out on the water. Until next week, stay safe and we'll catch you out there.
What do you call that? Sail skating?
It's not really scary.
I'm covered from here to there in actual shit. It's just... it's rank. We were gonna...
I'm wearing my COVID mask with eucalyptus oil on it because the smell is so bad. I just can't deal. You could work on boats.
No. No. I think I might actually retire now. It'll be a YouTube star in no time. There's no hiding, Alex. So smooth. Silky and smooth.